Hello there YouTube, it's Grimlock64 here again with another review for the Gundam Mobile Suit in Action toy line. This time we have the Zeong, another early Gundam toy, and also in the review we'll be doing the battle-scarred version of the Zeong, which is simply a heavy retooling of the toy itself. But first we'll do the original figure. Zeong first appeared in the original Mobile Suit Gundam anime from 1979. The toy itself was released in America in the year 2002. What's amazing is this is one of the earliest Gundam toys in America to feature the interchangeable hand gimmick. But we'll get to that later. First, let's look at the details. Once again, the panel lines are not filled in, but if that doesn't bother you, then well, don't worry about it. The paint job is fairly nice, very accurate to the mobile suit itself. As you can see here, the vents are painted in, and the little cycloptic eye is there in view, and the little Zeon symbol has been tampographed here. Though, as you can tell, it's a little bit crooked, though I doubt that's a common thing on these toys. The Zeong sports, the Zeong sports 14 points of articulation most of the time. I'll get to that in a bit. First of all, the head can turn left and right, and as a bonus, it can pop right off to reenact one of the final scenes in the original TV show, where the head acted as an escape pod for its pilot, Char Aznable. The arms are on a ball joint, allowing a lot of movement, which is not hindered at all by the shoulder armor, which also moves with the toy. The figure also turns at the biceps, bends at the elbows, turns at the wrist, and the wrist can move up and down, or left and right, depending on how you have position. The waist has very minimal articulation, but then again, it's the Zeong, so perhaps waist articulation isn't a big thing. And the bottom here we have 7 thrusters. The largest thrusters are on a ball joint, so you can put those in a number of positions. The small ones, however, can only turn, so I myself don't count those. If you want to, go right ahead. As I said before, normally it only has 14 points of articulation, but you can increase that to a whole 22 points simply by changing when the hand sets. Which brings us to our next topic, the accessories. As I said before, the Zeong comes with the 3 different hand sets. But first, for main Gundam toys. The Zeong's hands easily come off and pop back on securely. One of the alternate hand sets is a set of hands with articulated fingers. See, each finger has one joint, and it is a surprising feature for a toy this large, or for toys altogether nowadays, or even back then. Another set of hands, there's 2 hands in each set, are with its fingers outstretched. This is to simulate the mobile suit firing beams from the fingertips, as it did in the TV show and in various video games. Or just have them give someone a high five. Another feature of the Zeong is the forearms can pull right off. I should warn you, these stay on very securely, a little too securely, since they're hard to get off. However, over the years, it has become much easier, so that's not too much of a problem anymore. The Zeong comes with 2 cables. A long straight cable and a curved cable. Either one fits in nicely. To attach the cables, you stick the larger end here into the forearm, and this plugs in here into the arm. Now your Zeong has a range, and simulating its Saikamu attack. I believe that's what I called it. That's what the video games called it, so I might be mistaken. And that's Zeong in a nutshell, pretty much. So let's review. Good detail, good articulation, some fun accessories, and basically, overall, I would give this toy an 8. What stops it from being perfect is the waist articulation is a bother for me. You know, it just seems like a must-have for toys nowadays. Though some toys are excused from it, like say a Transformer, which their transformation hinders it. Also, I would have liked 2 sets of curved cables, 2 sets of long cables. I just think it would have been better. But once again, you know, a little bit nitpicky. So overall, I give the toy an 8 out of 10. You know, a good, decent figure, could provide some fun, just could have used a little more in the detail department. And now we'll move to an alternate version of the toy, the Battle-Scarred Zeong. As you can see, this Zeong is in terrible shape, which is good. That was the whole gimmick of the Battle-Scarred line, offering a line of heavily retooled toys that look like they basically just got out of a battle. Now, a lot of people complain that this is just Bandai's way of making more money, and yes, you are absolutely right. But hey, they're a company, so it's kind of their job. This toy features much more detail than the other one, including one of the horns broken off on the side of the head here, a bullet wound, and it just overall looks dirty, like it's been rolling around in the dirt for a while. On this one, the bottom vents here have not been painted in like the other Zeong. See, they're standard gray color. And also, you have a busted part of the skirt armor right here. The toy has the exact same amount of articulation and even the same accessories as the standard Zeong, and also the head pops off. Joints are nice and tight. However, I've noticed, at least on my version, well, trying to get the forearm to come off is much harder. So I just won't bother with this review, because I'm honest. Excuse me. I'll be honest. I'll be at this for a while, so we'll just take my word on it. Actually, remember how I said earlier it had the same accessories? I was wrong. It includes one extra accessory. First, you remove the shoulder, then you remove your arm of choice, and then you take this busted arm and put it on here. Put the shoulder armor back on if you desire, and voila, some extra battle damage. I think this is a cool feature for the Battle-Scarred line, and wish that the later Gundam Wing and G Gundam Battle-Scarred figures used this same feature. Well, that's all today. I hope you enjoyed this review. Oh, and I should note that this was my first request, one of my first requested reviews. And I know that one or two of you complain about the shaky camera, and I don't blame you. But if it makes you feel better, I fixed it. Hopefully this is a much better solution. Until next time,